Hey, what's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, and it is Wednesday, March 26th, and that makes this your weekend events update. Now, if you've never tuned in before, we take our time to walk through this weekend's events and everything coming up, some stuff beyond this weekend, and every once in a while, we have a guest speaker on here or an event that we want to highlight. Today's guest is Jamie Lima of Moonshine Horsepower. It's kind of a big deal, but before we get to that, let's take a look down here. Now, if you have not already gotten your email blast or haven't looked, it's in your inbox. If you want to get it texted to you, we can do that too. All you got to do is go to our website here. It looks a lot like this. It's fullthrottlemagazine.com. Scroll down past this month's magazine, and there's going to be a button that looks a little bit like this. It says subscribe to our events and news updates. Now, all this stuff is in the magazine every month, but this is like a last-minute update to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any updates, any events that might have popped up past print. When you click on that, it's going to look a little bit like this, and as a matter of fact, for you guys following along at home, sorry, Instagram doesn't work for you. But if you're on YouTube or Facebook, there's the link to that button. You can subscribe there to have emails or text blasts sent directly to you. Like I said, that way you don't miss anything coming up. Now, as far as this month's magazine, the issue number 320, March 2025, is on the streets and has been for quite a while. Now, you still might be able to find a copy at your local biker-friendly business, or you can read online at our website. This month's cover feature, it was an event that happened last weekend. Anybody that made it out to the swap meet, man, beautiful weather, lots of great parts. But there's still lots of great information in the magazine. Like I said, it got the cruising calendar, a couple months worth of events there. Flipping right through there to our bike show coverage, and deals and deals and deals on every single page throughout the magazine, whether you're looking for service, food specials, events to go through, man. All you gotta do is look at the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. There is no reason to search otherwise. We've done all the hard work for you. So make sure to keep that in mind when you're out and about, man. Make sure you snag your magazine, pick one up. If you need a back copy, we've got a couple, but don't sleep on that because they go pretty quick. So that's what we've got going on. Like I said, special guest today, man. Really, really excited about this kind of stuff. Jamie's been around for a hot minute, man, but he is new to the Carolinas, so it's really cool. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, man, we'll have him on with us on the other side. All right, hang with me for 1 second here. And as promised, looky there, Jamie Lima, the man himself. Man, I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us today.
Absolutely.
Right on, right on. Now, for you guys that have not, been living under a rock for quite a while, Jamie is the man, the myth, the legend behind Moonshine Horsepower. He's been in the game since, early 2000s, and has made his mark on the M8 market with Moonshine Horsepower and all the awesome capability you guys can put into these motorcycles, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what we specialize in. What makes us unique is we have a Harley-Davidson dealership. We've had Moonshine Harley-Davidson since 2015. And inside the dealership, we have our high-performance company, which is Moonshine Horsepower. And Moonshine Horsepower just isn't a builder of parts. We have parts manufactured to our specifications. We have engine kits, cylinders, pistons, our own camshafts, our own heads, intake manifolds, air intake systems, custom exhaust to our specs. And we really specialize in big engine kits. So if you want to blow apart a 135 and take it to a 143, we're your guy. You want to go to a 154, we got you. We got a bunch of different setups. We also do a ton of cam jobs. Our MHP 45 camshaft is one of the best cams you can ever stick in a stock M8. It out torques most of the torque cams, out horsepowers most of the horsepower cams, and it's something really good for the everyday rider. But if you're not familiar with us, you can always jump on YouTube and just search Moonshine Harley-Davidson on YouTube. You'll get our content on our channel. And on Instagram, we're under Moonshine Harley as well. So coming into the Carolinas, we are coming in and taking over. We purchased Smokin Harley-Davidson in Winston-Salem, and we're going to take the model we have at Moonshine Harley-Davidson with Moonshine Horsepower inside of it and bring that to Winston-Salem and put it inside Smokin Harley-Davidson. Later down the road, we'll do a name change. We can't do it quite yet. We got to get the full team established. We got to get the shirts in there, everything else. So we're a lot to come.
I've definitely been prying on him, man. I'm telling you, like in confidence, since in the vault, man. He can tell me the name. He just won't come off of it, man. You know, this is one of those industry things, man. We should be okay with this. But June is the date for that, correct? For the name change and all the new merchandise.
We don't have a solid date yet because it depends on all the vendors and everything we have coming in. So everything has to be approved by Harley. We got to send it to the vendors, got to be produced, got to arrive on time. Sometimes ETA of product is a estimated arrival time. So once we start getting all that, we're going to do it. But we don't have to wait for the name change to do what we do. Right. We have already started building the engines, building high performance cam builds and everything in the store. We've been bringing product in. We've been putting more parts on hand. If anyone's been to the shop, you could tell we have a lot more new motorcycles, a lot cleaner used product as well if you're looking for a pre-owned motorcycle. So got a little more horsepower coming into that store.
Yep, no, and that's the cool thing is, you know, where before you either had to travel to Nashville to go to Moonshine Harley or shop it online, and now, guys, you can go straight into Smokin Harley-Davidson in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Look at the parts, have them talk to you, really find the outfit that's just right for your bike here local in North Carolina. What a great deal.
Yeah, and I'm there usually 1 to 4 weekends out of the month. Right now, I've been there 4 weekends. I'm usually there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you have questions, you want to know what you can do to the build you already have on your bike. If you're about to start a build, the best thing to do is come talk to us before you buy any parts. I think probably 30% of the business we do at Moonshine Horsepower is rebuilding something a customer put together, didn't get the exact results he was looking for. Maybe another shop put it together, didn't hit the mark. So we got to make sure all the parts work with each other. Cam setup, head setup, exhaust setup, the correct tuning in the motorcycle. All of that makes a big difference for the outcome.
Yeah, you got to skip over those Amazon parts, man, and go ahead and go into Smokin and get them things. And then you guys have an in-house dyno at Smokin, so you know, full hands-on from consultation to parts to build to tuning and out the door, man.
Yeah, what's cool about Smokin's dyno is we have the capabilities to put a trike on it. At Moonshine Harley-Davidson, we haven't had a trike dyno, so we're super excited to put trikes on the dyno. We don't want to build real big engines on trikes because you have 2 wheels pushing 1 wheel in the front. And if you have too much power on a trike, you'll turn your tire and it will just skid. You will just push your front tire. Also, if you get on it and it's got a little pep, it'll lift your front tire because the trike's got a lot of weight in the back. It hooks up well, and we don't want you to wheelie when you're trying to corner.
No, for sure.
We're always talking customers down on builds from trikes. Is something smaller, just a nice torque build on a trike makes a big difference.
Well, that's across the board even, and making sure people get a motorcycle that they can handle that's hitting numbers that they want, but it's not out of control. And that even goes for just having a smoother ride. It doesn't all have to be, you know, huge numbers and displacement, but just getting the most out of your motorcycle.
Yeah, a lot of guys are chasing dyno numbers, and they're like, I have to have 160 horse, 165 horse. And if I put a customer on 2 bikes, one's a torque monster out of the hole, makes 140 horse. One soft out of the hole, but makes 165 horse, and we ride both. They're going to come back and tell me the one that's a torque monster makes more horsepower. Because torque is what you feel. And the average rider, especially riding in corners and curves and stuff like you have in North Carolina, most of the riding is done between 2,500 and 3,500. So we don't want to build a bike that starts where you're kind of ending your riding. We want to make sure the riding RPMs you're at 80% of the time, the bike is functioning very, very well in those RPMs. Now we can give you more and it can go further, but we don't want to take away this bottom that makes the bike really nice come out of the hole. And then there's other things we need to look at. Are you riding 2 up? Are you riding in town? You on the highway a lot? Are you loaded down? Do you have a passenger? So that's all stuff that we take in consideration when we're recommending a build for your setup.
I hear you. Speaking of builds for setups, right around during Daytona, Harley-Davidson launched a new product, the 2025 CVO-RR, the race-ready bike, and it models itself after the King of the Baggers bikes, and slapped $110,000 price tag on that thing. And everybody went nuts between wanting to have one and wondering like how they can get this in their own bike. And so then whenever we started talking about it, I said, well, here's the guy to talk to right here, man. Moonshine Horsepower, Jamie Lima. Tell me a little bit about this and how people can expect to get a bike like this, but maybe something that fits better into their budget.
Yeah, awesome bike. Harley really outdid themselves. They haven't done a bike like this since the V-Rod Destroyer. The thing they did better on this bike that they didn't do on the V-Rod Destroyer is the V-Rod Destroyer was off-road use only. We could not title those bikes with a registration and a tag on them. So it's for racing applications only. This bike is street legal. Amazing build, super limited. So we have 500 plus dealers in the country. They're making 131 of them because the motor's 131 cubic inch. That's how they came up with that number. Super limited. Dealers that have outperformed the Harley metrics and have won bar and shields are guaranteed one. If your dealer didn't win a bar and shield, they have to go to a lottery. So this motorcycle right here is really done over the top, but it is an RR, CVO-RR race replica. So it's not necessarily going to be comfortable for everyday riding. It is set up in a super aggressive riding position. You are going to sit on this bike like you are on a sport bike. Right. So, you know, you have these mid controls. They're moved 4 to 5 inches farther back. Your feet are moved about 3+ inches up. So, you know, your knees are getting kind of jammed up towards you. And then your seat and your handlebar position, same kind of setup. It's a seat designed to push you onto the tank. That's why there's a tank pad there. They're trying to get all your weight over that front end so the bike handles. Really cool stuff. Hopefully we see stuff trickle. Yeah, look at the guy. You know, if you're a 155, 170 pound rider, you're in that position, you're okay. If that's not you, that position probably isn't the most comfortable riding position to be in every day. So a lot of customers are coming in asking us, what we can do is we can build something that performs like this, because Harley has released a lot of these parts to the market already. We can get the Öhlins inverted forks. We can get the cool rims that come on the STs. We can get the radial brakes now from Harley-Davidson. We can get the Öhlins rear suspension from Screaming Eagle. And there's going to be more parts trickling down to the market. Seats are trickling down, some other stuff from Harley-Davidson. Now, what makes this bike really special are the parts that probably won't make it to market. The mid controls on this bike, they might make it to us and be in the catalog, they might not. This bike has a full titanium exhaust system. And when you build a titanium exhaust, the cost is instantly 7 to 10 times the same cost of a normal exhaust system. So this bike has a full titanium Akrapovic exhaust system on it. Not sure if that will make it to the market or not. But if the bike goes over well enough, I believe we will see these parts trickle down to us, and the ones we want to put on builds will have. Something else this bike has that's really cool is Harley has done the whole body in carbon fiber. So you got carbon fiber, front fairing, side covers, bag, fenders on it. Really cool. Some of the parts are already out there. We have a carbon fiber front fender already that Harley has released, and anyone can buy. It's not the exact fender you see on the bike in the picture, but will come out. So what's going to happen is these bikes are going to be collector items. Guys are going to buy this to have it. They're going to be real low mile, probably ridden bikes, a statement piece, a collector's kind of setup. And then some guys will rip on it and ride it. They will bring it to the track and track it. But if you don't want to spend $110,000 plus on this exact motorcycle, we can pick the pieces you like the best. Öhlins front end. We can put the Öhlins front end on the bike. We can get your suspension dialed in. So there's a couple different customers we have. We have the guys that want the sound and the engine build first. We have the guys that want the ergonomics first. They want the seating position to fit them. They want the suspension to do what they want it to do. You know, so some guys will do the suspension and the ergonomics first. Some guys will do the motor first. So What we need to do is identify what you like most about this bike, and we can easily build it for the Harley you currently have or the Harley you're about to purchase. Sometimes it's easier to buy the bike you're looking at and do the build at the same time, because Harley has a secret weapon. Their secret weapon is Harley-Davidson Financial. So when we're doing bikes for most customers, your local credit union, they'll loan 100% of the bike value. That doesn't include taxes, registration, all that other stuff. Or maybe they do 110, 120%. Harley, if you have good credit and your income justifies it, they will go 150% of the vehicle you're buying. So if you're buying a brand new Road Glide that's $30,000, you can get $45,000 to $49,000 approval on that motorcycle. So it makes it easier if you're not trying to do the build cash to buy the bike, us put the parts in your financing at that time and raise your payment a little or a lot, depending on how much you're adding. And that's really secret weapon. A lot of customers don't understand. And if you are looking to build something like that, come to our shop. We will walk you through the process. That's something our team is really, we spend a lot of time training on that to make sure the customer knows what they have available and they pick all the pieces they want that day instead of not doing it. Because if you don't do it the day you do your loan, you can't come back later and add stuff into the loan. So we got to make sure you're set up and able to handle that on the day you buy the bike.
Right. And so you can go in, you can pick the bike out, you can pick the build, you can get it all financed if your credit's right. And you guys got the stuff in-house, so that build can start right away. And that way, when you take your motorcycle home that first time, it's just the way you want it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what's going to make us different than most dealers is we're going to have carbon fiber rims in stock. We're going to have all the aftermarket exhausts in stock. We can tune 24s. We can tune 25s. We're kind of limitless on the capabilities we have to be able to do what we want. If you're looking at that 131RR, you want 150 horsepower. The new center cooled 131 kit from Harley is awesome. We could put that in your bike and get you that set up from Harley. That's going to make mid 130s on horsepower and torque, roughly, give or take, depending on the exhaust you pick out. And then if you want to make 150 horsepower, we just do a cam swap to an MHP cam, tune it correctly to good exhaust, and you can make 155 to 160 horsepower easily on that Harley 131 just by bigger injectors, our camshaft, swapping over to some bulletproof parts maybe in your cam area like lifters, and then putting a real nice exhaust on the bike. We can easily out horsepower that 131RR. And if you're not interested in the engine, you're like, hey, I just want the suspension, easy. We got that. We can get stuff directly from Olin's, dialed into your exact weight in your bike, and we can do some Kraus triple trees. Or Harley came out with a kit that's designed for the bikes as well, and it's built by Olin's as well. It's just that's one item. We can't really pick different springs for it. So we have the capabilities to go with Olin's and get a custom built front end for your bike, or we can do the a la carte one right from Harley-Davidson, the way they have it engineered for the bike. So we have a lot of different options.
Yeah, sounds like it. And to answer Blake Allen's questions, you don't have to sell a testicle to buy one. You just have to finance that testicle to buy one. So no big deal there, man. They can take care of you and just go buy and they'll take care of you, man, one-on-one. So basically, bottom line, what we're saying here is the $110,000 RR, man, nice collector's thing, or if you're ready to get on the track. But if you're looking for those numbers, man, Jamie here can take care of you at a fraction of that cost, even if you bought the motorcycle brand new that day.
Yeah, and I just want to go over how that bike set up the way Harley designed it isn't the most comfortable bike. It's set up for racing. It's set up like a brand new Ducati is out of the box. So really cool. Super excited Harley has it. I'm hoping to put one on display in the shop for a little while so customers can come see it and see what Harley's done, because it's a magnificent piece. King of the Baggers has been an awesome series. We see Indian pushing the bikes hard, Harley pushing the bikes hard. The competition is fierce. And because of that, we are getting better product from the manufacturers, which is the best part.
No, that's definitely it, man, for sure. And yeah, that's something we talked about was just the posture on that thing is nutty, man. So man, I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. I'll get back down to Smokin and hang out with you guys. I know you guys got some things coming up for the dealership, and you're going to have a slate of events for the summertime. We're looking forward to getting down there. And man, I'm dying to know the name change. Last chance. Lay it on me. What's the name change?
Coming soon. But right now, if you want to see stuff going on at Smokin, we're going to start dialing up events. We really haven't hit the event calendar. You've been all over me for the new events. We got a new marketing manager coming next month. We want to do it bigger and better than it's been done before. Right now, you can find the dealership at smokinharley.com. If you want to learn more about Moonshine Horsepower, the best spot is our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of videos on there to go over our product, over our builds, our capabilities. So you go to YouTube, and then you're just going to search Moonshine Harley-Davidson on there. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell, so when we come out with a brand new episode, you get alerted. Another spot to find us is on Instagram, Moonshine Harley on Instagram. And then once we have the new name for Smokin, we'll have their Instagram fired up. We'll have YouTube fired up for them, and it'll show you what we're currently doing and all the builds that are coming through the shop in Winston-Salem. So what you see on those channels is only probably 10% of what we build. We build 2 engines a day, every day at Moonshine Harley-Davidson. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's overly impressive, man. That's cool. I like it. Well, right on, man. Like I said, I do appreciate you spending some time with us today to kind of dial us in on what you guys can do for us at that peak M8 kind of stuff, man. So thanks a lot, Jamie Lima, Moonshine Horsepower, Smokin Harley-Davidson, Moonshine Harley-Davidson, and on into the future, man. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Ride hard, ride safe.
That's it. I'll check you later, man.
See you guys. Thank you.
All right, there you have it, man. From the man himself, Jamie Lima. How cool is that? Get him come on here and explain some of that stuff for us on the M8 platform. Now, like I said, now he's on YouTube. He's going to be in Smokin. Go down there and meet the guy, man. Meet his team. He's got some new faces down there and some familiar faces at Smokin Harley-Davidson. Well worth the drive. Go down there and check him out. Now, since this is still your weekend events update, let's talk about this weekend's email text blast. That's going to look a little bit like this if you've already gotten it and it's in your inbox, it's in your text box, man. That's what it looks like right there. Sorry, I got to close a bunch of windows over here so I can see what the hell I am doing. All right, let's talk about events. The original purpose of today's thing, it was just one of those happens chance things that we can get old Jamie to come on with us. So these events are going to be for the 29th and 30th of this month. Very, very cool stuff going on. As you can tell, man, we get closer to warm weather, the more events hit, and let's talk about them. But before we get there, the Carolina Biker Lawyers sponsors this email. We definitely appreciate it. And if you guys want to get some free tickets to Metallica, all you got to do is, if you've got the email, you can click right here on this banner, or you can scan it somehow. If you've got it on your computer screen, you can scan it with your phone, and it'll take you to the sign up. They will be giving away tickets to see Metallica May 31st in Charlotte, North Carolina. Very, very cool stuff. I've entered. You should enter. Well, if you like Metallica. Otherwise, I'll take them tickets off your hands if you win. This weekend's events starting on Saturday, Mayhem and Midway 5. I guess, look at that. You see the shirt I got too on. Mayhem and Midway 5 it's a myth, man. It's a myth. It's not there. We'll talk about that at a later date. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. Saturday, March 29th. Let's start off with Brandon's 9th anniversary Heartiversary Bash at Blue Collar Cycle Company in Salisbury, North Carolina. Anybody that knows Brandon knows he's a special fella in a few different ways, but also in the fact that he has got a donated heart. And so he is a survivor of many things, one of them being a heart transplant, and this is a celebration of that. And it's kind of the kickoff to their event season at Blue Collar Cycle Company in Salisbury. Very cool deal. Like I said, Saturday, it's going to be noon to 6 p.m. They got live music. They've got barbecue by Brad. And if anybody's ever had Brad's barbecue, or if you've been to Blue Collar and you've had barbecue, that was Brad's. It's fantastic. Just watch out for Little Willie if he's making chili. But they'll have beer, good times, barbecue, live music. It's going to be great. Sure. Also, make sure you check them out. West Side Twins Motorcycle Company is having their 1-year anniversary party in Statesville, North Carolina. They've got a benefit ride in the morning starting at 9 a.m. And let's see, they've also got DJ, live music, cornhole tournament, silent auction, food, blood drive, and it benefits whole vets. So check that out right there. Also, they've got a great line of pre-loved motorcycles that you can take home that day. So make sure you check them out at West Side Twins. Stop by and tell them congratulations on the first year. Very, very cool stuff going on there for sure. Now, I did list this one, and I heard directly before we went live with this that the burn ban in Western Carolina has put the kibosh on the Cowboy Chili Challenge, because this is an outside chili cooking contest over a open fire. So that is not going on. Anybody that was ready to go out and eat some barbecue over there, don't do it. They're not going to have it. Plenty of other places to go. Let's get to them. Ready, set, ride. Now, look, we're going to talk about a few of these. This is a Harley-Davidson. This is a Harley-Davidson open house type thing. So there's a couple different dealerships across the Carolinas that are doing that. What's going on, man? Now, look, if you were sorry you're back, sorry I'm late, no worries, man. Now, this is gonna end up, it's on YouTube. You can watch it later. It's on Facebook. You can watch it later. Instagram, I'm telling you, man, they do you dirty over there, man. So you got to watch it live if you're on Instagram, but scoot on over to our YouTube page and subscribe. You can watch these in the middle of the night if you'd like to, because they'll be there. Ready, Set, Ride will be at Tilly Harley-Davidson in Statesville, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Live music, food truck, Wheelie Wizard performing stunts. Pretty cool stuff there. Make sure you get out there, man. Stunt show performance is always a big time. So check that out. Free giveaways and raffles as well. Tilly Harley-Davidson. Crossroads Harley-Davidson's also having their Ready, Set, Ride event in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. You can really make like a round of these things, man. Go to all the dealerships, eat 4 or 5 times, see what everybody's got. Crossroads Harley-Davidson's doing theirs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to have test rides. I'm sure they'll have some food. They'll have some other cool stuff. Great dealership up in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Crossroads Harley-Davidson. The Old Watering Hole is having a benefit ride for Mickey Boone on Saturday. Registration is at 10:30 a.m. for that one. Kickstands are up at 11:20. Don't forget it, man. Registration ends at 11:15 and kickstands are up at 11:20. So go ahead and sign up, put the pen back in your pocket, and get back on your bike, man. It's time to ride. So check it out. Their live music afterwards, 3 to 6 p.m. There'll be a 50-50 raffle and food. And it is all going to benefit Mickey, who has an incurable, God, talking is a hard thing, incurable disease. So show him a little bit of biker love. Steph, hey, look, this is not a movement, all right? This is not a movement. We're not talking about it right now. We'll talk about it later. Just drop it. Let's move on. Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson is having their Ready, Set, Ride. It's going to be, that's in Raleigh, North Carolina. They're going to have giveaways. They've got an RSVP stashed up there for swag, so make sure you stop by there and see them. Look, always something cool going on at Tobacco Road, so I'm sure they'll have some kind of food setup or food trucks or something to munch on. Either way, go over there and buy yourself a motorcycle. Have a big time. Cox's Double Eagle Harley-Davidson in West End, North Carolina is having their STUNT. I guess that's so the kids are listening. But what it really means is stunt and bike show going on at their dealership. This is going to be a big event for them. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. professional stunt show, cash prizes, bike show, vendors, all kinds of cool stuff, man. I know a lot of my pals are going over to this one. This is going to be a big time event at Cox's Double Eagle Harley-Davidson, West End, North Carolina. We used to call that Pinehurst, but I guess the official city there is West End, North Carolina. So make sure you check that one out. All proceeds from that event benefit Coast to Coast Foundation, and donations directly sponsor the medical needs of wounded special operations forces. So make an event even cooler. There you have it right there. So make sure you check that out and have a good time. What? Whoa! Now look. I said this is not a movement, you know. And if you're talking about these things, you need to address my wife in the other room as well, because we're a team. Okay, we're a team here. And Mayhem 5 has not been scheduled. Is not been scheduled. Let me know when tickets go on sale. They are not on sale. So look, guys. You know, it's just let's let's talk about Mayhem 5. You want to talk about Mayhem 5? I'm experiencing some kind of technical difficulties here. And looky there, look there's the official word. Chiming in from the billing department. There it is, folks. There we go. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to things that are happening this weekend. The Ready, Set, Ride event at Bulldog Harley-Davidson in Smithfield, North Carolina will be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be free beer and the Bulldog Babes and giveaways. Bulldog Harley-Davidson going on. Looky there, look at that. And my buddy Ray's Moto Life, another great YouTuber on here. I go on his channel to see how the professionals do it. So make sure while you're on here, go over to Ray's Moto Life and click subscribe to that so you can stay up to date with all the good coverage he has and all the videos he puts up, man. He's on there all the time. I'm going, man, I don't know how you have time for that. Ray's Moto Life, folks. Ray's Moto Life. So make sure you check that out. All right, moving right along. The first annual Foxtrot ride is going to be at Deering Automotive in Goldsboro, North Carolina. This benefits Veterans Residential Services of Wilson, and the registration is at 9 a.m. Kickstand's up at 11 a.m. There is a charge for that, but of course it's a charity, so it's always good to check that out. There will be food, there will be silent auctions, and there's going to be a good time. So make sure you check that out. The first annual Foxtrot ride. Come out of hibernation ride, they say. So there it is. Look. The people say yes. The people do say yes. You know, there's more that goes into it than that. We'll have to talk off camera. And so, you know, Mayhem 5 is still just a rumor. Still just a rumor, folks. Let's get back to events that are happening. Northside High Lacrosse Motorcycle Ride and Fundraiser is going out at New River Harley-Davidson in Jacksonville, North Carolina this Saturday. Registration is 10:30 a.m. Kickstand's up 11:30 a.m. It is an escorted ride, and they will have food available after said ride. Mike White's Poker Run will be going out of Southern Made Donuts. I'm listening, Southern Made Donuts. I might check that out. In Elizabeth City, North Carolina, the last bike is out at 11:30 a.m. on that one. There is a rain date, but we don't believe in that kind of thing. There's a best hand prize 50-50 silent auction DJ, and the proceeds go to help Mike in his battle with cancer. So donuts and helping people out, totally worth it. Ready, Set, Ride Hog Roast at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville, Virginia, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Another one of these. Let's see. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. Thunder Roads Harley-Davidson in Danville, North Carolina. They're going to have a hog roast, man. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you get out there. Register in store to be eligible for prize giveaways. And I just got a cool flyer from them not 10 minutes before the broadcast about their upcoming Dyno Days and Rick Doff's bike show, which is in early June. Very, very cool event. Happy to have my name on that thing as well as just someone that's going to be there and hang out. They do all the hard work for that one. And it's just a great event to go up to. Shine your bikes up, get those high performance motorcycles over there. What's going on, y'all? And get up to Thunder Roads Harley-Davidson. Not only this weekend, March 29th for their Ready, Set, Ride Hog Roast, but also June 7th for their Dyno Days. Is well worth the ride. Moving along here, the 5th annual Ride for Hope bike run will be going out of Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Kickstands are up at 11 a.m. for that ride. It benefits School of Hope. and they will have, let's see, TV raffle tickets that come with your registration. Very, very cool. And there's always something going on at Fort Bragg as well, man. There's usually somebody on the grill. Speaking of which, they have demo day all weekend long also this weekend. So get there early for the Hope Bike Run. Demo some rides. Maybe even take a demo bike on the ride. There's an idea. This is a real life experience stuff here. And check them out. As you can see on their ad there, there's something going on every single weekend. Make sure you check them out. So that is what we've got going on for this weekend. Nice long list there. If you guys are looking for these events, all you got to do is sign up on our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com. Looks a lot like this, and we'll send them out to you every week. Or you can pick up the magazine, which is the real way to do it. Fits handy dandy rolled up in your back pocket, in your saddlebags. It's always in front of you on the bar stool, maybe even in the bathroom where all the good reading is done. But another fine issue, if I don't say so myself. But let's talk a little bit about events past this weekend, because there's some cool stuff coming up. And I know I already hit on Thunder Road stuff, but there's some things in April that I want to talk about. April, you say. Outer Banks Bike Week, which we've been a part of for many, many years. Great event. Outer Banks Bike Week is going on April 19th through 27th in, guess what? Outer Banks, North Carolina. They've got stuff going on all week long, guided rides, $1,000 poker runs, midget wrestling, all kinds of great times to be had, vendors, food trucks, cool stuff, live music. And we throw a bike show on April 26th, which is the last Saturday of the bike week. It's a free registration bike show. Please come out and join in on the fun. It's the best parking spot on the lot, so do that, and we'll have some prizes and some cash prizes for that. The Full Throttle Choice usually wins an invitation to our wintertime bike show, the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine custom bike show inside the Greensboro Coliseum. So don't want to miss out on that. Also, May 3rd, Infidels MC Sanford chapter $1,000 poker run is coming up. That'll be starting out at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've also got Myrtle Beach Bike Week coming up. And guess what, guys? Barefoot Landing Vendor Village is back. And as you see by the logos on this, man, they are ramping up to be back the way it used to be when we all used to love to go up there and shop. You can spend a whole day wandering around there. Plus, they've got a kickoff party on May 9th with 38 Special that I hear is going to be playing in the parking lot because they've got House of Blues right there as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, wait a minute, guys. Look. You're not just camping out in my backyard. That's why nobody knows where I live. It's a tightly guarded secret. Don't go look it up, even though I'm in the yard and my Google Earth thing. So don't go looking though. Don't go looking. Nope, no sir. Tickets for that would be very expensive anyway. That's right. That's where we do all of our good reading. So back to Myrtle Beach Bike Week. Good stuff going on. We'll also be doing a bike show in Myrtle Beach. This is coined the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Myrtle Beach Bike Show. Bike rally bike show, and now another free entry bike show. This one's at Bubba's Bar and Grill on Dick Pond Road. This is actually the 8th time we've done this bike show. 4th annual though, because we want to do one in the spring and one in the fall. Adds up to be 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. I'm learning. So another free registration bike show. We've got cash and prizes going out to this one. Joined on this one by our friends from the Carolina Biker Lawyers. Great classes in this one. We pack Bubba's parking lot out. It is a huge time, and there's no registration cost. Just go inside, buy a drink, have a good time, and wait to receive some free money, because that's how we do. That's Saturday, Saturday, May 17th. Free show, 1 to 4 p.m. at Bubba's Bar. Now, new to this year in Myrtle Beach at the Bike Week is May 14th, which is a Wednesday. The Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Chop Suey Chopper and Antique Motorcycle Show. Like I said, this is a new show. We're super excited about it. It's going to be for antique motorcycles and choppers only. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be at Barnacle Bills, which is in Murrells Inlet. This is right down from Suck Bang Blow. You will not be able to miss it. Got a bunch of chopper and antique classes, and we're doing something a little different this year. Like always trying to come up with something, and I love old stuff, man. So I'm a sucker for this stuff anyway. So this year for prizes, instead of doing trophies, everybody got plaques, we're doing chrome toasters. Chrome beautiful toasters. Now we're going to have them pinstriped by Kristen at the Rebel Spirit. But these are going to be, this is one of them. We've got 10 vintage chrome toasters that will be the prize for this bike show. You're not going to want to miss out. Now this one has a cord. It is functional. You're not going to want to do that with the pinstripe here. But look at this. Isn't this thing cool? I actually like unlocked a whole new obsession when I started buying these, which Maggie again said, there she is. She said no. Look, man, I love old motorcycles. I have a ton of old cameras, and I'm really intrigued by these antique toasters. So, like I said, we'll have these pinstriped up. These will be the awards for the bike show. The coveted Chrome Toaster Bike Show Award could be yours if you have a chopper or an antique motorcycle. Come see us at the Chop Suey. Bye. See you later. Have a great day. Bye. Have a good day. Sorry, everybody's leaving here. I'm the only one that works anyway. Chop Suey Chopper and Antique Motorcycle Show. Like I said, Wednesday, May 14th, Barnacle Bills Rum and Raw Bar, Murrells Inlet, North Carolina. Free registration. This one's sponsored in part by our friends at Law Tigers. Come out and have a good time with us. Also, Thunder Road Harley-Davidson, if they're still on here, part of a big event in Chase City, Virginia, the South Central Bike Fest, which is June 13th through 14th, 2025. It's going to be a big time, man. Get up there and hang out. They've got, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday events going on, bands, rodeo games, poker runs, loudest bikes, tattoo contest, bike wash, best burnout. Sounds like a good time. Guys, look at this. If you guys are, if you guys are looking for Mayhem 5, let's just say that we just renamed Mayhem 5 South Central Bike Fest, and it's going to be June 13th through 14th, 2025. So there you go, guys. All the good times. It just won't be me on the mic. And yes, you and Steph, being the men's and women's beer chugging champions of 2024, I'll place a call for you guys and let them know that the beer chugging champs are coming up there and they're going to defend their title, and let somebody else clean up all the fun that's had. So make sure you check out all these events. Like I said, this email blast is available to you. It's on our website and stuff like that. Also, our YouTube. We talked to Jamie. He's got his YouTube. I've got YouTube too. Let's see if I know how to get there. Let's see your videos. There we go. You'll see the inside here. Let's see if we can look at my channel. One of these days, I'll get all these clicks right. It's going to look a lot like this. And see, there's the video that's going on right now. But we've got a ton of videos, including bike features and stuff like that. So make sure you check out our YouTube page as well. Click the old subscribe button. That way that you get a notification every single time we go live or post a new picture, including this magnetic dipstick product spotlight that we did with a little help from our friends at Jaybird's Custom Cycles in Salisbury, North Carolina. That's all we've got today, unless you want to buy some full throttle merchandise, which I suggest you do because I need the money. But that's what we've got going on. That is the deal. Let me get rid of this stuff. Oh, look at there. So that's what we've got. Went a little long today, man, but special reasons, man. Very, very cool. Big shout out to Jamie Lima, Moonshine Horsepower, for coming on the show today with us. If you missed that part, if you've joined us late, not to worry. This will be posted in full to our Facebook page, to our YouTube channel. Again, Instagram. Sorry, guys, out of luck. They don't save videos. So check that out there, or stop by Smokin Harley-Davidson, which has recently been acquired by Moonshine Harley-Davidson and Jamie and Moonshine Horsepower and their whole team. So all that stuff will be right there local in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right. So got to get out of here. Got to get back to work. We are putting the finishing touches on the April issue. And by the way, this thing is going to be huge. All of Myrtle Beach is woken up. Bike Week stuff going in there. The events have blown up. If you are looking for events, look no further than the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine. Speaking of being, yeah, I see you. I see you on there, Hoon and Law. I noticed that there was no text in here. Mr. Taylor Styles, Esquire, Senior, on here. But look, if you guys want to work with us, we've got some spots open for you. Just give us a shout online or wherever you can, man. We'll put you on the team with us here at Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. If you want to get your motorcycle featured, send us a picture of it. If it's cool, we'll consider it. If not, I probably won't reply. Let's see. Yep, and Blake's out of here. He's got a poo. He's gonna go read his magazine. Appreciate it. Let's see. Tyler says, trying to let you get through a whole show without falling off the tracks. We've done it a few times. I'm sorry. I just get distracted real easily. Speaking of which, I do need to get back to work. That is 43 minutes and 45 seconds of your life that you've completely wasted. You'll never get it back, but I appreciate you spending it with me. Make sure you get out there and ride your motorcycle this weekend. Have a blast and let us know where you went. We'll see you out there. Y'all take it easy.